on TV as Fraser's brother Niles, has now taken center stage on Broadway. He's in the musical Curtains. Please welcome back our car, and he won the Tony Award this year, David Hyde Pierce. Best actor in a musical.
Yes.
It's a very big deal.
Yes.
And you said that, oh, you look adorable. Yeah. You said that it was vaguely unpleasant to win an award. Is unpleasant?
Well, it was, you turn something, we all do this because we love it, and we're actors because we want to be actors, and then you turn it into a competition. And it's just, it's a mixed bag. You're thinking of the people who didn't win, you're thinking of the people who didn't get nominated, and these are all really good people, and also a lot of times, like in the Broadway season this year has been so great and so mixed, a lot of different kinds of shows. A lot of times it's apples and oranges. You're comparing a performance in a comedy and so it was. I was a little bit in shock because I wasn't expecting to win, and it wasn't until I actually went to the cast party after the show. My whole cast was at this restaurant. I walked in, and they all went nuts. And then it was like, okay, we can celebrate. It was an award for the show. It was an award for...
Does everybody... Did they have a statue?
They give you the statue, and you have it... I worked... I had it for a few days, and then they take it away so they can engrave it, put your name on it, and now it's sitting in my dressing room.
Another thing I read that you didn't like to do, besides getting awards, is movies. So you don't like to do movies. What's up with that?
Yeah, you know what? I started out in the theater, and I love having an audience. And the weird thing about, you've done a ton of movies. It's so weird to do, especially do a comedy, and the one rule is no one can laugh.
Yes. Right.
In the room, you have to it's weird, and I don't like it, and that's probably not a good thing to say for my career, but maybe someone will change my mind.
You on stage, what happens when you're on stage? Because people do the strangest things. People bring picnics.
Oh, we had folks, a family in the front row with a bag of potato chips that went back and forth. And the bad thing is it drives you insane and you want to kill them. But the good thing is that means they're probably people who've never been to a Broadway show before, which means we're bringing people to the theater who've never been to it. Phones ring. We had a lady throw up on the person ahead of her. That was it. She threw up on the person ahead of her. Without even saying, excuse me.
We see Kelsey Grammer and I doing yet another sitcom.
Yes.
And, we love you so as Niles, but are you deliberately staying away from doing more television, or is it nothing you love?
Yeah, both. I deliberately chose, I couldn't imagine doing anything, again, as good as Fraser was. It was so good. I never say never, but...
Maybe you could be in that polygamy show. Think about it.
Well, if you could be my wives, that would be a show. I needed to move on. I needed to, also having played that character, there's no way I would have been cast as anything but another version of that character. I got to go do a completely different thing, musicals, which I'd never done before.
Spamalot, you were playing
Spamalot I got to do, and now Curtains, I now sing and dance, which I didn't do before.
And I thought, I was there yesterday, and it was so much fun. It was so much energy that you had. You are just a Fred Astaire. How do you do that? All the dancing and the...
I'll tell you 2 words, physical therapy. I'm not kidding. We have all this great team of crack physical therapists.
8 shows. That's
8 shows a week. We're doing our 200th show tonight.
Wow. You running upstairs.
I've been dancing on the stairs, and I'm not the only one, but I'm starting this at a point where most people should be stopping it.
Yeah.
And
you mean your age?
My age, yeah. I'm just...
Do you have ice packs on you after this?
Literally, I have tendonitis in this arm. I've got this shoulder out. There's tendonitis in this foot, and every once in a while my pelvis gets stuck.
Oh, I hate that.
We all know what that's like, but it's... and I'm just one of, the whole, because everyone in the show is working so hard, but we also love it, so even if it kills us, what a way to go.
And you're busy every week, but next week especially, it's going to be very busy for you. Next Friday is World Alzheimer's Day.
Yes, the 21st of...
Tell us about this shirt.
Yeah, well, this is part, I work with the Alzheimer's Association. This is part of a new campaign we're doing. It's called the Champions Campaign. And we're trying to reach out to Americans. Because we've been reaching out to the government for a long time, and they've been kind of good, but now their focus is elsewhere. And so we
give more money to
get
research.
money for research, money to take care of people with Alzheimer's. I mean, the numbers of people, we've got 26 million people worldwide now, and that number is going to quadruple by the middle of the century.
No,
Quadruple.
the reason why you're involved in this, why don't you share?
I have a family that was affected by Alzheimer's, which is the reason I got into the fight. But the reason I've stuck with it is working with the Alzheimer's Association. I realized this is a huge threat. It's a very expensive disease. It affects not only the person with it, but also the person taking care of them.
Are they getting close to any kind of research?
Not close enough. We're getting close, but that's why, so we're doing this thing, to celebrate World Alzheimer's Day. We've got this thing, we're having purple parties all over the country. You go to the website, which is www.actionalz.org, and find out how to do this. David Hyde, who you guys know is a party planner, is getting involved. And the idea is get friends together, raise money, and raise awareness about the disease.
And you have 2 members of your family. In the back of your mind, do you worry about this?
No, because every single one of us should be worried about it. It doesn't matter if the statistics are, by the time you reach your 60s, you've got a 1 in 8 chance. By the time you reach your 80s, you've got a 50% chance of getting this. So we are all going to be either having it or taking care of someone with it.
It's a good thing I have like 30 years to go for this.
Yeah, you can get these on the website, absolutely. Absolutely.
No, we love having you on with us.
Well,
You're fun and you also tell us important things. And we like
likewise.
that. So we want to tell you that everyone in the audience is getting a copy of the curtains passed out. Okay, you can see him in person, singing and dancing. The show is at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be right